Welcome to History in Flames. Empires rise and fall, the past comes alive in fire and ash. Describe and relive the stories that shaped the world. Few generals of the Second World War have captured the imagination like Erwin Rommel. His name became legend, a symbol of daring maneuvers, lightning attacks, and bold leadership. But behind the legend lies a complex story. A man who rose from humble origins, who inspired both friend and foe, and who ultimately paid the price for defying Hitler. This is the full story of Erwin Rommel, the soldier, the strategist, the desert fox. Born in Heidenheim, southern Germany, middle-class family, not aristocracy like most officers. Dreamed of becoming an engineer, but father pushed him into the military. Entered cadet school at 18. Rommel was not born into privilege. He was not part of Prussia's military elite. He was simply the son of a teacher who entered the army almost by accident. This outsider status would define him and make his rise all the more remarkable. Served on Western and Italian fronts, wounded multiple times, famous at Caporetto 1917, outnumbered but captured 150 Italian officers and 9,000 men with just 600 Germans, earned the Pour le Mérite, Germany's highest award at the time. At Caporetto, Rommel proved his genius. With just a few hundred men, he outflanked and captured thousands of Italians. It was classic Rommel: speed, boldness, and total confidence. Stayed in reduced Reichswehr after Treaty of Versailles. Trained cadets, focused on innovation. Wrote Infantry Attacks in 1937, became a military bestseller. His writing impressed Hitler personally. By 1939, he was in Hitler's inner circle. Rommel's book, Infantry Attacks, was more than just theory. It was a manual of speed and daring, a blueprint for the warfare he would soon perfect. Hitler noticed, and Rommel's career accelerated, commanded 7th Panzer Division during fall of France. Nicknamed Ghost Division gives so fast even German HQ lost track. Captured thousands of prisoners, destroyed French defenses, drove deep into territory. Reputation skyrocketed. Rommel's tanks tore through France. So fast, so unpredictable, that even his own commanders lost track. The French called it blitzkrieg. The Germans called it genius. Sent to aid Italy after defeats in Libya, arrived with Afrika Korps, only a few divisions. Defied orders, went on the offensive. Used deception, fake tanks, dust plumes, feints. Captured Tobruk in 1942, huge victory. Rommel defied expectations. He had too few men, too little fuel, and too little support. Yet he attacked anyway and won. His soldiers called him courageous, his enemies called him cunning, and the world began to call him the Desert Fox. Rommel advanced deep into Egypt, threatened Suez Canal. Morale high among Afrika Korps. Churchill admitted respect for him. By mid-1942, Rommel's dream was within reach. The Suez Canal, Britain's empire lifeline. Churchill himself said, "We have a very daring and skillful opponent against us, and, may I say, across the havoc of war, a great general." Montgomery reorganized British forces. October 1942 gives Second Battle of El Alamein. Allies had superior tanks, guns, supplies. Rommel was ill. Forced to return to Germany for treatment. Afrika Korps eventually pushed back. At El Alamein, Rommel met his match. Montgomery's army was bigger, stronger, and better supplied. Rommel's men fought bravely, but they could not hold. The Desert Fox had been defeated. After North Africa, Rommel commanded Army Group B tasked with defending France from invasion. Believed in fortifying beaches, clashed with Rundstedt, who wanted mobile defense. Riffler refused to choose decisively. Rommel saw the danger clearly, believed the Allies must be stopped on the beaches or Germany would be lost. But Hitler refused to listen. The defenses remained divided, and Rommel knew the consequences. June 6, 1944, D-Day. Rommel was away visiting family, turned to find Allies firmly ashore, realized Germany could no longer win. On D-Day, Rommel was not at the front. By the time he returned, it was too late. The Allies had secured their foothold. Germany's fate was sealed. Rommel favored peace negotiations. Some conspirators in July 20th assassination plot saw him as future leader. Hitler suspected him. October 1944, Gestapo visited Rommel. Offered choice? trial and disgrace, or suicide. Rommel was admired by his enemies, but now he was mistrusted by his own leader. Hitler gave him a choice: face a humiliating trial or take his own life. On October 14, 1944, the Desert Fox swallowed poison. Officially, he died a hero. In truth, he died a victim. Rommel, remembered as brilliant tactician, respected by allies. Even Montgomery and Churchill praised him, still part of Hitler's war machine. Legacy debated: military genius versus servant of evil regime. Rommel's reputation endures. He was a brilliant commander, respected by his enemies and loved by his men. But he also fought for a monstrous regime. Was he the noble general some believe, or just another servant of Hitler's war? The truth lies somewhere in between. But one fact is certain: Rommel, the Desert Fox, remains one of the most fascinating generals of the Second World War. Asterisk. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. Share your thoughts below.